We're here today at the Betfred Challenge Cup final media day, and I'm joined by Leigh Leopards head coach Adrian Lam. Adrian, how you doing?
Fantastic, thank you. Great.
So, big result on the weekend, beating Leeds at Headingley. How's the team doing ahead of this weekend's final?
Yeah, everyone's got through in good shape. So obviously, John Ashley-Arter had a bit of a shoulder stinger, but he's got through that, and just precautionary leave him off, and we got the job done without him on the field there, so which is handy. But yeah, everyone's fit to go.
Obviously, taking a look at your opponents this weekend, they went with a different strategy to rest a few players, and you can understand why with minimising risk of suspensions and stuff. Is that kind of in the mind of your players, kind of thinking that these people are rested, or maybe they've missed out on a bit of momentum that they might have from this weekend's fixtures? Yeah,
to be honest, we haven't really thought about Hull KR and made question over their decision to do that. That's their prerogative. But what we did collectively as a group was have a conversation about what we wanted to do, and our belief was to just make sure that we respected the Super League competition, and where we sat on the ladder as well was important to maintain that, because we worked hard to be there. So we agreed that we'd pick our strongest team possible, go there to Leeds and give it a good crack, and worry about next week when that came. So I think a couple of boys missed out on selection in regards to Charnley and Hardacre, Oliver Holmes and also Ben Nakaboy, but they'll all be back ready for the final. And I'm glad we did that. It keeps us in equal second spot, and it also gives us a small turnaround. I mean, that's the difficult part in these situations, is trying to balance out what's the best thing for the group. But that's the decision we made. We talked about playing well, which would hopefully give us momentum leading into the 6-day short turnaround.
Well, looking back at your past career, both coaching and playing, you've been quite unlucky in regards to Wembley. You were at the 1895 last year at Tottenham, and when you won the Challenge Cup, it was at Murrayfield.
Yeah.
So, do you have any memories of Wembley? We probably watch on TV and stuff, but have you got any thoughts about playing at such a big arena?
Not really. I lost the Challenge Cup as well at Millennium in Wales. So, yeah, I've only been to Wembley to watch a test match between Australia and Great Britain, I think, and Great Britain won that. So, some great memories of how big the event is and how big the stadium is, albeit, there's been a makeover there. But, for me and for the team, it's been an incredible journey, really, when you consider that 12 months ago we were preparing for this week to play in the curtain raiser game for the AB Sundex Championship Cup. So to fast forward to that 12 months and to feel that we're in the final of the Challenge Cup it's been incredible, really, the journey, and a lot of pinch yourself moments through this year so far. But I think we've earned the right to be there. Played a tough semi-final against St Helens, the world champions, and won there really tough. And I know this is going to be no different to any other final. It'll be close and tough.
Well, looking back at the cups that you won last season, and obviously winning the league and getting promotion, Derek had a little treat in store for the lads. Trip to Las Vegas for winning it. Has he said anything about a potential trip for winning the Challenge Cup?
No, there's nothing guaranteed there. I think there doesn't need to be that motivation there for the players. I think what you can see if you watch the Leigh Leopards play is a team that's playing for each other, a team that care about each other, and a team that will not want to let each other down in any way. And I think that's been the key to the success for them this season. Like I mentioned before, we feel that we've earned the right to be there, the way that we've played, and we've played some tough games along the way. And that takes years to get. And a lot of I think there's 16 new faces in this team this year in the squad. But there were I think there's 7 faces from last year's AB Sundex final. So they'll use that to help prepare for the game. But it's more about the players, wanting to keep turning up and accountability for each other.
Obviously, looking at that squad that you've got the likes of Pape that was winning last year, and then you combine him with the likes of Hardacre, who lifted the Challenge Cup last year. You've got Tom Briscoe, who's he's got that famous record of 5 tries in the final. Yeah. How do you lean on the experiences of these people? Is it something that you say to them, maybe have a quiet word with the younger lads and say get in their ear, learn as much as you can while you can? Yeah,
I think that's been planting the seed every week during the season on those little moments, and I've shown them how much experience is in the team, and some of these players were thrown out of their clubs 12 months ago and 6 months ago, and for them to be resurrected, the way that they're playing has been phenomenal. We've introduced some new players that no one have ever heard about, We've brought some players back over from the NRL, and Leigh Lamb's there playing well, and just it's a collective effort at the moment, you know. And I think it's nice to see that, you know, just for rugby league as well, because I feel, you know, we respect Hull KR. Let's not forget about that. We respect them very highly, and we're grateful that they've got an opportunity for their fans to be there too. And you know, they haven't been in a Challenge Cup final for 40 years. We haven't been in there for 50 years. So for me and for rugby league, this is such a massive exposure, not only to the UK but for the whole world. That, you know, that's the greatness of this competition, is that anyone on their day can win this and make this final. So I think there's a highlight and a story to be told there this year with those two teams. You know, one is obviously going to be disappointed at the end of the night, and the other one's going to be going mad. But you know, I'm just grateful that we've got there, and very, very proud of the way that we've played to get there.
Very well said. And with two fantastic clubs with two fantastic fan bases as well. Do you have a message for the Lathers going down to London this weekend?
No, they've been outstanding all year for us. You know, I can't separate one game to another. They've travelled in big numbers to support us, and you know, I'm grateful too that, you know, we've only won it as a club twice in its history. So in 1921, where I don't think any of our fans going there would have been alive in that time, and 1971, a lot of our new young fans wouldn't have been alive at that time. So it just proves how hard it is to make this final. So I'm grateful that they've had the chance to even sing the song leading up to it, to go away to away grounds and sing the song of we're going to Wembley, and just to be able to wake up and talk about it and be proud of their team and their town. So, you know, we'll give them our absolute best on game day. I know they'll be there in their leopard print around the stadium and around there for the weekend, and you know, let's hopefully singing their songs with them on Saturday night and Sunday.
Well, Adrian, thanks very much for joining us, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.